Citi News' Caleb Kudah has been released from police custody following his arrest for filming at the National Security Ministry. Now, police officers on Tuesday, May 11, 2021, arrested Caleb Kudah for filming at the premises because it was a restricted security zone. Now, about 7 armed officers subsequently visited Citi FM and Citi TV to make another arrest. Now I've been joined by General Manager for Citi FM and Citi TV, Bernard Avle, to shed more light on this issue. Welcome to the Citi News from Bernard.
Thank you, Firma.
It was quite scary and quite surprising, a visit from the National Security personnel this afternoon. What was their mission here?
That's why I'm surprised to say it was a visit. If this is how they visit people,
I mean, storming.
I think they stormed the place in a very brazen fashion, and it was pretty scary. So around 3:30 we were eating, and then we heard of some pandemonium, and so we saw, I was sitting outside with Samens, and I saw Zoe run towards where we were, and then we saw a lot of people with her, and then like about 4 or 5 staff, and then some people in uniform with weapons. So we asked what the problem was, and it was a bit of back and forth before we were able to find out. So we saw one plainclothes person leading a team of about 7 fully armed police people. So then we heard Zoe say, they said they want to arrest me and I want to talk to my boss before they do what they have to do, what they want to do. So Samens and myself then identified the leader of the group and called him aside and asked, what is going on? What are you doing here? So
we have some visuals rolling,
exactly.
So if you can tell us what was going on. This is
the forefront of Citi FM, Citi TV. So you notice that they came in 3 pickups. So you see them coming there. Our security man is in pink. We just noticed that, so apparently Zoe was standing on the phone, and then they sort of tried to forcibly take her. Then she moved and said, I don't know, these guys said they want to arrest me. So luckily Samens was sitting there and I was sitting there. Then we said, look, what are you guys here for? What are you doing? But they were heavily armed. There were about 7 uniformed and about 1 or 2 non-uniformed. And it was a pretty scary scenario. So you see them there coming in, and for some reason Zoe was on the phone standing outside, so she just moved in and they were chasing her, and then we sort of intervened. So they said they were here to pick her up or arrest her, and we asked what her crime was, and you know the usual. They said she had received an unauthorized filming or unauthorized video. So we said, well, this is not the way to do it. Just calm down. Samens kept telling them, calm down, calm down, calm down. So finally, after calming them down and speaking to the leader of the team, we said, okay, we will come, okay, because we don't know what this is about. So we then sat in our car with Zoe, Richard Mensah, and our security correspondent, Anas Seidu, and then drove to the National Security Ministry premises, which is the place they call Blue Gate.
So where was Caleb at this moment? So
I didn't even know where he was, because at the time I didn't even know that he had gone to do any filming. Okay. So it was like, where is Caleb? So the whole thing started unfolding that, oh, so apparently Caleb had gone to the Ministry of National Security precincts, and he had used this phone to do some private filming because he hadn't been sent on assignment. So actually didn't know where he was. Okay. So he had been arrested for that private filming he was doing, and apparently had sent the video to Zoe. So they brought Caleb with them, apparently to identify who he sent the video to, and they had put him in handcuffs. So it was a pretty confusing sight.
Yeah.
So they had come with him in their pickup to pick up Zoe, her crime being that her phone had been sent a video which was unauthorized, which she had no knowledge of.
Yeah.
So we said, you know what, then we would then have to come with her, because we can't just, this is not the way to do it. So some sort of cool heads prevailed, and then we went there to now get the full story, because the whole thing was now unfolding to us. So it was around 3:30 that these people came, if I'm not mistaken. We went there, and you see the way they came. It was Rambo style.
Yeah.
It was very serious, you know. And so quite a number of onlookers also came in. So when they came into the place we were, there were quite a number of people there, and it was quite a pandemonic scene.
Yeah.
So we went to National Security Ministry, or the place they were, to try and actually find out. Then we met Azugu.
Yeah.
He said he had asked his people to come to pick up Zoe, as part of their investigation.
But is that a normal thing to do? Is that a normal way to go about it?
Oh, I am a journalist, not a policeman. So well, I don't know. These are people working with National Security Ministry, I believe. So to be fair, our meeting with Azugu was very cordial.
Okay.
He said, so he complained about what our journalists had done. And we also complained about the manner in which the people had come to do what they did.
Yeah.
Because it was very scary and needlessly hostile. Yeah. So we complained to him, and some sort of understanding was, they were basically saying that the place he was a place he oughtn't have filmed, and that they were trying to establish what he had done with the video, and that they found out that he had sent it to Zoe. Okay. And so they were coming for Zoe's phone ostensibly to remove the video that Caleb had sent. So this is the whole thing. Okay, so what happened? They cleared the video from their phones? So when we got there, we spent a few minutes with him, because Samens and myself made the point that, well, we didn't even know Caleb was here, so it wasn't as if he had come to do a journalistic story or whatever, but we were basically saying that the way the people came was not the best. So I think we spoke about it, and they said, okay, they would need Zoe's phone, and they needed to answer a couple of questions to establish whatever they wanted to establish. So in about an hour, they said she could leave with her phone with us, but that Caleb would have to stay for another hour or so. Okay, so this is around 5:30 now. We leave here around 4 o'clock. We get there around 4:15ish. We are there till about 5:30, 5:40. We get here at 6 p.m. and then they call and say we can come for Caleb at 7. Okay. And then we brought Caleb back to the studio. So you came with Zoe? Yes. And not then, Caleb? Yes. So why did you leave Caleb there? No, because we were here and they sort of forcefully came for somebody who is with us, who we don't know what she has done. Okay. And then they explained that the Caleb is with them. Okay. Okay. But when we went there, we saw him and spoke to him. So it wasn't as if they were keeping him somewhere. We spoke to him and said, what's happening? What did you do? Whatever. So then we brought Zoe back here, and then they said we should come back, and we went for Caleb as well. So where's Caleb now? Oh, I can't disclose, but he's with us. Okay, so we just want to be sure that he is back. Yeah, absolutely. He got here around 7:15. Okay. So Zoe got here around 5:30. Caleb got here around 7:15. So essentially, it was the brazen manner they came for, and I don't know how somebody sending you a video is a crime. I'm not too sure, even if the person is filming an unauthorized place, the way they went about it is measured. I don't know, but it was very confusing, and it's been quite traumatic, because you can tell that Zoe was pretty traumatized by the whole experience, because they literally followed her. Yeah. And they had guns, and they were about 7, and there was a couple who were not. So it was, I mean, you saw the video, they had guns, so it was quite scary. And then, of course, Caleb as well, obviously, is also traumatized, because, I mean, he's been there since 2 p.m. Yeah. So what next? I mean, Caleb has been released. Zoe is our fine. Focus is to make sure that our journalists are okay. And then we will understand, it's a developing story, so we will understand whether they want to press charges. I personally don't see what the whole approach was about. Do you understand? Yeah. Particularly in the time we are in, with all the issues happening. Yeah. If you want, and the other problem is that we are a recognized media house, and you know people here. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to talk to Zoe about information she has, this is not the way to do it, right? So you come with guns in 3 pickups, storm the place. It is completely brazen. Running after her. So it's created a whole whirlwind, which I can't control. But my point is that for us, our main point was to make sure that our journalists are okay, and that's what we've succeeded in doing. It appears they will have to issue some statement, I don't know, to explain whatever. But for us, our journalists are secure. For now, we are okay. That's what I can say now. That's part of the film that you saw there, what happened. So this is where we are with the issue. All right, thank you very much, Bernard. So we'll wait to see what happens in the subsequent days.